Hello, Gemini. Welcome back. So let's jump into your reading. We're going to be separating the piles for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Please give me a like or subscribe if the messages resonate. If you are someone who has been on my channel before, please don't worry. I'm still going to be doing collective readings. But just wanted to try out, I just want to dive deeper into the signs. So let's just jump into this, Geminis. Let's go. All right. So for Gemini Sun, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, spirit guides of Gemini Sun. Thank y'all. For Gemini Sun, what does Gemini Sun need to know? We might do one more. Gemini Sun. What does Gemini Sun need to know? I mean, already, I think all the piles are going to relate to some type of flexibility here. And then can we get 4 of these cards? For Gemini Sun. Ooh. Gemini Sun. So 3. Wow. All right. And I did write some stuff down beforehand, which I'll go over before pulling the cards. But that's what I have. So Gemini Sun, go ahead and jump to your timestamp and I will see you there. Gemini Moon. Gemini Moon. What does Gemini Moon need to know? Gemini Moon. Gemini Moon. What does Gemini Moon need to know? One more, please. One more. What does Gemini Moon need to know? Whoop. And then 4 of these cards, please, for Gemini Moon. For Gemini Moon. With 1. Gemini Moon. 2. Whoa. 3, 4. There we go. All right. So Gemini Moon, you guys can go ahead and jump into your reading with the timestamp if you're still here. And Gemini Rising. Gemini Rising. Spirit guides for Gemini Rising. What do they need to know? Gemini Rising. What does Gemini Rising need to know? Is that one coming out? No. For Gemini Rising. All right. Ooh, that's 2. Okay. For Gemini Rising. Ooh. What does Gemini Rising need to know? What is the message for Gemini Rising? What do they need to know for Gemini Rising? I was gonna say we'll stick with 1 since you guys got an extra one, but no. Let's get another one. Let's get the correct amount. There we go. And then 4 of these cards for Gemini Rising, please. 4 cards for Gemini Rising. Okay. I did recognize one of the cards. I don't know what the other card said. I just got a glimpse of the ones that fell upright. I mean, you guys probably saw it closer than I did. But there is one card with Gemini rising that I recognize because it literally came up in the Libra reading and it came up in the Aquarius reading. So honestly, it's giving air sign vibes at this point. So here are your piles, you guys. So Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Let's start with, oh wait, this is moon. This is rising. Perfect. Let us start. Sorry, I gotta make sure that the cards are still in focus. Actually, I wanna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see clearer. There we go. So, Gemini sun, hello, hello, hello. This is gonna be your reading if you connect with any of what I'm about to say. If you resonate with any of this, is probably going to be a message for you. But already off the bat, before we even jump into your cards, I'm getting a very protective energy around you. Not just the fact that you are protected, but you are protective. You're someone that is very protective over your loved ones. You're protected. I feel like a brotherly, sisterly, like a sibling type of protectiveness. You know, if you catch someone talking bad or doing something negative, or you have your loved ones back, you would definitely jump in and protect your loved ones here. So that's what I get for you guys. There's also something here about nerve or shoulder pain. I don't know why that was coming up when I was channeling your energy, but I was getting like a little bit of like nerve or shoulder pain for you guys, so that might resonate. I'm not a doctor. You know, if there's any type of pain, probably, you know, consult with your doctor about that. This is just letting you know what I'm picking up. There is also a bit of older child energy. You don't have to resonate with being the older child, but I was getting like a lot of like older sibling type of energy here. Very protective, but also I do feel like this is, you guys might get, even, I mean, if it is like a sibling or something, you guys might get irritated with them, but at the drop of a hat, if something were to happen, like you're down to protect them, you're down to be by their side. You know, it's like you may get into arguments here and there, but you guys at the end of the day have a strong bond or a strong relationship. That might not resonate for everyone, but I do feel that very strongly with you, Gemini sun. I mean, and it makes sense too, because you know the Gemini, the twins were placed in the sky. Zeus placed the Castor twins it was Castor and Pollux. That was the name. So Zeus placed Castor and Pollux into the skies to remain together as siblings. So there's something here about making the impossible possible as well. You guys might also be connected to lavender. I do get the sense that you guys are, like, you take your profession very seriously. There is something here about being very organized and punctual. You know, you might be someone who's in management, or you are someone that is, you know, people might go to you for direction, right? Even if you're not a manager, you're not a lead or a supervisor or a boss or whatever it may be, like even if you're not in that position, there still might be people around you in your career setting or your job that look to you for direction or for answers on certain things here. So you might resonate with that. I do feel like you might have been driven in the past by the actions of others, but I don't feel so much that now. I mean, I do feel like you are inspired by others, but not necessarily like, you know, overextending yourself, right? Someone's name could be Hope, or there's something here like maybe you give people hope, or there's like a hopeful energy to you. I don't know, there's something about your understanding that really makes people feel cared for, comforted. I did also write high strung. So someone here could be a little bit high strung, or you've been called high strung before. Someone here could also have a golden retriever, or this is just giving me like golden retriever energy. I did write that down. And Canis Minor. So, I mean, but that's also connected to, I mean, if you look at the constellations in the sky, they're very close, right? I believe Canis Minor is next to the twins in the constellation. So I could be wrong, but I think it's near them and near, what's his name? Orion, right? So that's what I have for you, Gemini Sun. Let's jump into your cards and see what it is that needs to be said. Okay, the World. Ooh, okay, perfect. Oh, let me make sure y'all are in focus. Hold on. Y'all cannot see that. Can you see that? Good enough. Good enough. Dun, dun, dun. Good enough. That song from the Goonies is coming up. Maybe someone here used to watch the Goonies. Or someone here loves Sean Astin. I don't know why that's coming through. Someone here could be a fan of Sean Astin, because now I'm seeing from, oh my god, what was his name in Stranger Things? Bob Newby. And I'm also seeing Samwise. So maybe someone here could be a fan of Sean Astin. So the World, it says, yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. I feel like this is talking about your impact with the world around you. You see how she's surrounded by butterflies? I feel like you are either surrounded by transformation or you bring about transformation to the people around you. You could be the catalyst for change here. Maybe what you say, what you do. There's something that is, I mean, people look up to you. You might even have like younger siblings, or if you have like friends or you're part of a friend group, there could be people that are younger than you that look up to you. They kind of see, I don't know, it's like they see your driver. They see how you kind of navigate through life here, and might take inspiration, might have, you know, certain, I'm getting this hopeful energy. You have like a hopeful energy to you. But the world is about, you know, when I think of the world, sometimes it can make me think of the internet, but it also makes me think of the actual globe and how we're constantly shifting, we're constantly moving. I feel like that's you. You're constantly, you know, moving. You might have cycles that happen very frequently. You know, if I'm thinking about a calendar year, you know, thinking about how the sun rotates in 360 days or 365 days. And it's like, I feel like that might be relatable to you, like this constant shift. And maybe it's slow moving. You know, we can determine the Earth's rotation by observing, you know, from an outward perspective, right? But there's something here, I don't know, for you it might feel like things might come in cycles for you, or like long periods of time, and it's like then the next cycle comes and then the next cycle comes. So you could relate with, I don't know, maybe you also have Gemini, like Pluto and Gemini and Pluto, God, how do you say it? But Pluto energy is coming through because there's a lot of like renewal energy with you guys. A lot of, I don't want to say rebuilding, but I don't know. There's just this transformative energy around you. It's making me think of that Moldavite. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but Moldavite is coming to mind right now. Kundalini rising 2122. Okay, so there's a progression happening for you guys. It says ignite your passion for life. Spirit is wanting you to know that this is a period of celebration for you. I'm not sure what it is that you just succeeded in. I feel like someone here just had a victory, Gemini Sun. Whatever it is that you had a victory in, there's about to be, it's going to be followed up with some type of celebration here. I think you have it's like you passed the test. There was in here like you passed some type of spiritual test, or maybe it was like a test that someone, like maybe a boss was testing you or something. I don't know, but you passed some type of test here. Knowingly or unknowingly here, there's, I don't know if you felt it recently, but it's almost like there was a door shut behind you. And now you're moving on to the next cycle. And you could feel that. I feel like you've taken notice of this. Even if it's energetically, you've felt this, okay? Ignite your passion for life. This is giving me like a fresh perspective, Gemini Sun. Do you remember the end of the movie Soul, where he gets another chance, but he wasn't expecting to get another chance? Sorry if this doesn't make sense if you haven't seen the movie. Basically, well, I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. I would recommend watching it. It's a good movie. But basically the main character, there's, you know, at the end of the movie, he gets a second chance. I won't get into detail in case you do want to watch it, but you know, what he says is, when he's talking about life, he's like, she's like, what are you going to do with your life or something like that? He's like, I'm going to live every moment of it. He's like, I'm not sure, but I know I'm going to live every moment of it. That's what I get with you, Gemini Sun. It's like you live in the moment. You don't take the small things for granted. You are someone that's very passionate, right? I do feel there are, you have like very strong ideas, and these ideas might stick with you for a long time. I feel like they cling to you until you do them, right? I feel like this is spirit, like spirit on your back, letting you know, like, hey, that idea that you had, or that thing that you wanted to do, or that I don't know, there's something here is like, remember that thing, Gemini Sun? Do you remember, Gemini Sun, that thing you wanted to do? So it's like, it's tapping on a wristwatch. It's like, when are you going to do that, Gemini Sun? When's that going to happen? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be like pushy, but I do feel like there's this, some of you here could be like working in like culinary, or you're like a chef or something. I don't know why that's coming to mind, but there you have this, you might have this mentality of like, you need to strive for perfection, or maybe you, because I wrote expertise on here, but it's making me think that you need to like be the expert at it. You know, like if you get into something, you want to make sure that you cover all avenues of it. I don't know. There's like, you really want to cover all your bases here. You want to, it's like go big or go home, go in, go all out, you know? 32. If you flip it, 23. Shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Okay, so I think in this period that you're going to be experiencing right now of like victory and celebration, there is a need to make sure you're still shielding yourself. Make sure you're still putting up like wards or prayers, protection, whatever it may be. Still protect your energy here, especially when you're in a energy of like joy and receiving, because there could be people that are eyeballing you, or just, you know, looking out with some type of, I don't know, I'm just seeing like green with envy. People that might want to like, and I'm thinking of like leapfrog right now. So people that might want to like jump over you, jump ahead over you. But I don't feel like that's going to happen. Some of you might be 32 or 23. And if you put these together, it's like 3, 4, 5 as well, you know? So it's like there is this progression happening with you, Gemini Sun. There is some type of progression going on. Look beneath the surface. So maybe Spirit is letting you know that there's something that maybe there's a detail that you're missing. Maybe there's something that you're overlooking here. Like it's within grasp for you, but you might be overlooking it. Hold on, I just want to make sure you guys are still in the frame. Okay. So it's like, you failed, so what? Hold on. It's not a big deal. Better alone than in bad company. I don't care to be perfect. It's like, okay, so that could have been some type of, what is the word? Like, you may have overcome some type of need for perfection, right? Maybe you were a perfectionist in the past, or maybe you've never related to being a perfectionist. Maybe you've always just kind of just done what you know, go with the flow, or you've always just kind of, it's not a big deal. So what? Like, you know, that's okay. That's so funny. So you might flip between, you might one day be like really invested in something, or like really, like you care a lot, but then the next day you might just be like, you know, I don't know why I was so stressed. I don't know why I was stressing about that yesterday. You know, it's not that big of a deal. We're going to try again. It doesn't need to be perfect. That's what I'm getting with all these cards here. That's the energy I get, where it's like, you might just, it's like doing a breathing exercise. It's like, okay, it wasn't that serious. It's not that big of a deal. Let's look at it from a different angle. Let's move forward with that. That's how I feel with you guys with this energy. Like, I feel like people might, this is that like older sibling. You give like cool older sibling energy. People look to you. I'm telling you, you give people hope. You make people feel like you give people hope that things can be better in their lives. Like that they can strive for more, and it doesn't have to come through perfection. It doesn't have to come, like, you can fail and still have success. You can fail and still, you know, keep going forward and achieve. There's something here about that. Better alone than in bad company. So maybe people from the past are kind of looking in with a little bit of envy with what you're doing. They're trying to keep tabs. But I don't feel that too strongly. I like, you see how the tiger is sleeping? They're unaware. They're unaware of all this like fighting going on in the back, or all this, you know, conflict going on in the background. Even if they're trying to hunt for this tiger is like blissfully unaware. It's not a big deal. They're chilling. They're vibing here. They're among the foliage. They're among the flowers. They're resting. So that's how I feel you are. You're really not concerned with all the conflict that's going on around you, especially if it's like from the past, with people from your past. It's really not that. I really feel like you're not looking for it. You know, it's you're not dealing with the drama anymore, which people could be trying to bring you in, or you could be brought into it through your loved ones. I do feel like you may have put up strong boundaries with that, especially if it is a sibling. Maybe you had to let them know, like, hey, I'm not getting involved with that. Like, yes, you have a protective energy for them, and yes, you will go hard for them, but you're also going to let them know if, like, say if they're wrong in the situation, or you feel like the situation is not just, you know, it's not a black and white situation. You're going to be the one that's like, you're going to be the one that's going to let them know, basically. You could be someone that wears a lot of like different style glasses, sunglasses, eyeglasses. You have like I feel like someone here has like a very funky style. Like, it's very colorful. It's very loud. It's very, I don't know. I'm getting like pinks, orange, the purples here. You could be part of the LGBT community. Doesn't have to be. Excuse me. Someone here could have also done like kickboxing or boxing in the past, or you've been interested in that. Oh, there's a cardinal here. So for Gemini Sun, you guys might have a loved one that is watching over you in the spirit realm. This could be a grandparent. This could be an ancestor, elderly spirit. So definitely have someone watching over you. Final message for Gemini Sun. The Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. Okay, so like I was saying, you could be someone who is with Two of Pentacles at the bottom. You could be someone that is, you know, you're for community. You're for your loved ones. You are, I mean, it's literally, the Gemini is the twins, right? There's something here about bonding, you know, making sacrifices to help out your loved ones, to be with your loved ones, to someone here could have, you could have been, there could have been someone here that had gone through the foster system or adopted or was adopted, and you, I don't know, because I don't know why I'm seeing ancestry and I'm seeing the petition for adoption papers in my head. So that could resonate for someone here. You guys might be someone who is like very knowledgeable. You get sucked into a good book. You get sucked into your studies. You get, like, when you are focused, you are focused. Like, I feel like you get really transported into certain things. You might also be, you might use the pendulum for divination here. If you do your own divination, you might be someone that communicates through the pendulum. So it gives me like you have very steady hands as well. Very steady hands. You could be educated here. You could have like a associate's, bachelor, master's, doctorate. There's something here where you have like some type of education, a formal education here. Because even with the hoodie, I don't know why it makes me think of like a college sweater. It made me think of like university. So someone here could be in university. But when it comes to like this hermit energy, the things that must be done on your own, okay, so there may be people that really cling to you. There may be individuals in your life that, you know, seek you for comfort. They seek you for validation. They seek you for answers and direction. And you might have to like go inward a bit. You know, you keep it balanced. You have to keep things balanced. And it says when life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. That's kind of where you guys are at. Like, you know when you need to step back and when you need to be, like, you know when you need to be alone. You know when you need to step away from company that is like just bad energy, that's just all conflict, it's just argumentative all the time, or it's just like, you know when to step back from that. You know when you need to go inward. Spirit might also be letting you know if you've been needing to ask on your own, or if you've been needing to connect with them on your own to get some type of clarity over a situation or a person, the answer is going to come through like crystal clear for you guys. Because the answer is going to be different for each of you, Gemini Sun. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this helped. I hope it was entertaining. I will say, Gemini Sun, you guys might be in a period in your life, if you were very social, or you were in a period where there was a lot going on with community and being around a lot of loved ones. I do feel like at this time, Spirit is either letting you know that there's a need to just kind of like take a moment for yourself, take a day, like take yourself on a date, or do some self-care, some self-love for you. Or this is talking about going inward and seeking, okay, whatever it is, like whatever question that you had for them, there's a need for you to discover this on your own. Because with her and the pendulum, I'm just getting like you seeking the answer for yourself, right? I don't think that this answer is going to come through this is a more detailed, we're getting into Gemini energy, but I feel like this specific answer is going to need to come directly from your guides for you specifically, okay? The answer is going to be very unique to you. So that is what I have for you, Gemini Sun. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Let me know down below if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Give me a like. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. So for Gemini Moon, let us jump into your reading. Gemini Moon. We're already starting with the Tower, but you know what? Hold on, because I did write some stuff down and I want to go over that first. So Gemini Moon, I feel you guys are quite enthusiastic individuals. I feel like you guys might have a need for mental stimulation. You know, if you are bored, you might be, I don't even feel like bored's the right word. You might not even, like, I don't feel like you're very stagnant, you know, but I feel like someone with a fidget spinner, you know, something like that, like needing to move your hands. Your hands need to be moving, I feel like, or I don't know, there's these like, I don't know, like these tics that you might have. So you might resonate with like, what is it called? Shoot. Where there's certain tics that someone has. I can't think of the name. Crap. Dang it. I literally had it and it flew out of my brain. What the hell? Someone here could have like thyroid, a hyperactive thyroid, or there could be someone here that is postpartum or is suffering with some type of insomnia. There's definitely some type of like restlessness when trying to go to sleep for you, Gemini moon. I'm picking that up heavily. Like tossing and turning. Someone's name could be Charlie. Or maybe there's a connection with Charlie's Angels, because I wrote both down. Maybe you used to watch that show, or you watch the movies, or you're very, I don't know, maybe you're very badass. Maybe you know how to fight. Maybe you know, like, maybe you know martial arts, or some type of self-protection, self-defense. You might know some of that. I feel like you also extend your hand out to a lot of different people. I feel like you're the type of person that would include others in conversation. Like if someone was speaking and everyone else like wasn't hearing them, or they weren't being included in the conversation, you would make it a point to bring that person into the conversation, to let them know that they're being heard, to let them know that someone's listening. I definitely feel that with you, Gemini moon. I feel like you're also very quick to connect the dots with certain things. Like you piece things together very quickly. You have a very observant eye here. I think that there is also this reflex. Like you might have a little bit of reactive energy, like you're quick to react. But I do feel like, which can lead, you know, it can lead to misunderstandings. But I feel with you, you guys are committed to asking, like, you're someone that asks questions. You know, you're the why. You're the why person, where it's like, why, how, when. But it's for clarification. I feel like you ask these questions to get more clarification on certain things. It's like you need to know this. And you're someone that is like, show me the receipts. You're like, I need the receipts. I need the proof. I show me the proof. Show me the evidence. Show me the receipts. Someone here could have also used to like make memes. I don't know. I'm getting that right now. Maybe used to make memes or something like that. I don't know why that's coming through. I am getting with you, Gemini moon, that you guys are very family oriented. That was coming through a lot with just Gemini energy in general. There is this sense of like brotherhood, this sense of, you know, whether it be found family, blood family here, there is this, you are very loyal, you're very committed to your loved ones. But I do get this energy where it's like, don't flip the switch though. don't flip me, don't set me off. Like that's how I get with your energy. You could be experiencing a lot of chaos at this point of your life. There could be something where there was a hit to some type of structure that you had. It may not have been, you know, detrimental to you. You see, she's still safe in her home. This is her tree house that got struck here. So something that you care for, but you're looking from the outside. So this could be someone around you. Okay, so maybe someone around you is having a tower moment. It says, get ready, things are about to get shaken up. So you could be involved right now with some type of situation of someone that has been struck by some type of change, struck by a lightning here, right? So something quick, something sharp, something that just completely destroys within a second. So this could be someone's life has just turned upside down overnight. So you could resonate with that. That could be a loved one in your life. Again, I don't feel like that's you, because you're outside, like you're looking from the outside. Or well, technically she's looking from inside outside, but you know what I mean. She's not a part of this destruction. Although it is within her, it's on her property, right? Or it's within viewpoint. She obviously cares about it. There was some type of construction on there, right? There was a home built on there. There was a house that was built on there. There was time and effort and energy that was put into this. But something just completely struck this other energy here, and their life has completely flipped, and it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your life. I mean, depending how much is up to you guys. However, I do feel like this is going to play some type of role in your life right now. So it says just be prepared, because things are going to get shaken up. Things are getting stirred up right now. That's the energy I get for you, Gemini moon. And it's funny too, because I got the lyric here of "You want the famous me or the shameless me" from Man at the Garden by Kendrick Lamar. I think this is you. Someone could be really testing you right now. I don't know. There could be a relationship, Gemini moon, that's going to be tested. It's going to be different for different people, but it's definitely someone that you care about, someone that has, like, you guys have built some type of foundation with each other, but it's being struck right now. And I'm getting that, if you guys haven't heard that song, Man at the Garden, I mean, he's basically talking about why he deserves what he has, right? He worked hard for it. So you could be like, but there's something here about you poking the bear. Someone here has been poking the bear. Someone here has been poking at you. And it's like, you're like, I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm in a healed energy right now, but keep testing me. Keep poking the bear. Keep trying me. And I'll show you how nasty I can get. I can show you how mean I can get. That's how I feel in your energy, Gemini moon. I don't know. I really don't know what the full situation is, but I'm getting, it's like, do you want the famous me or the shameless me? Do you want the healed me, or do you want the old me to jump out? Because the old me can come out again if you're trying to bring her out. If you're trying to bring him out, that part of me can come back out. Like, we can get messy. Yeah. Ooh, I'm hearing that song, Snow the Product. We can get petty. Tell me if you're ready. I was playing nice. We can change the setting. You're like, I was playing nice, but we can play dirty. That's how I feel. And it's unfortunate, because I do feel like this is with the person that you have some type of, there's roots. Like, this is a tree that has roots. There's some type of connection here with you guys, but it's going to get shaken up a little bit. I'm just letting you know, there might be some boundaries that are pushed. Yeah, there's like the dolls that are falling out and everything. Let's see the rest of your cards, though. Hold on. For Gemini moon, clear and activate, create sacred space, 9. So you could resonate with the 16th of a day. There could be some significance with like the 16th, or maybe this is like life path 7 here. Maybe life path 9, or 2016 had some significance. Maybe you met this person in 2016. Or you guys might have like 9 years apart between you. Doesn't have to be. Does not have to be. But clear and activate. Create sacred space. I feel like this is going to test something within you. You're going to be... For some of you, okay... For some of you, I feel like this is going to be not a loss of a relationship, but maybe there's going to be a very big change with some relationship that you have with someone. So if you're like really close with someone, you might not be as close with them. Or if you are, you're not close with someone, you might end up, getting closer with them over a situation. It's giving that type of energy. I don't know. There's a big change coming. So Spirit's just letting you know, like, be prepared. Make sure that you are still within your healed energy. You stay connected with source. Don't step out of your character with this. It's like, tell me why you deserve the greatest of all time. I'm hearing that from Kendrick Lamar, man at the Garden. He says, I deserve it because it's mine. Tell me why you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker. Like, tell me why you deserve it. Like, this could be someone that's trying to take something from you or trying to claim something that is yours. And this might actually be very hurtful for you. I'm not going to lie. I'm so sorry to deliver this message, Gemini Moon. But that's what I'm picking up here. There could be someone in your energy that you have some type of like strong foundation with or a connection with. And like whatever their hurt or their situation, they might lash out at you, right? They might lash out at you. Maybe it's reactionary. Maybe you want to jump to that reactionary energy I was talking about, and you might be quick to just be like, oh, you want to get mean, you want to get petty. But maybe Spirit's letting you know, like, step back into don't step out of your character. You don't let this person or their situation take you out of your sacred energy, take you out of this sacred space that you've put yourself in or that you've stepped into, right? Something that's activated within you, okay? Secret temptation, being led astray. Yeah, someone's really gonna try to like pull you out of this peaceful energy that maybe you've stepped into. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting like someone trying to drag you into their situation or their problems, and you might, with that loving energy, the Gemini, that bond. It doesn't matter if it's Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. There is this, like, with Gemini in general, like, there's this love, this bond. You bond with people heavily. You really do. You make deep connections here. And I feel like this might be something that is a little painful. It's a little painful for you. And you might feel tempted to fall in whatever hole that this person is falling into. But this is from their own actions. Okay, so Spirit's letting you know you don't have to fall into that hole with them. You could be there for them, but you don't have to experience their whatever karma or whatever situation. It doesn't even have to be karma. Like, it could just be like some type of massive change. You could be there as support, but I feel like Spirit's letting you know you don't have to take on other people's burdens. You don't have to take on other people's situations that they're going through. It might be very tempting to step in and take away the pain or try to alleviate or whatever it may be. But Spirit's really letting you know, like, stand your ground. Make sure you're still staying within your character, staying in, I don't know. I just feel like Spirit's really letting you know, don't, or maybe it's even like, don't be, someone here might be wanting to fight. I don't know if this is with words or like physical or what, but someone here could just be wanting to, they might want to argue with you. Like, if you don't immediately come to aid or come to rescue, someone here could be like, they could get upset at you. But it's really not your responsibility or your job to fix whatever it is that's going on. I'm so sorry, Gemini Moon. I wish I could have given like a much more positive reading, but this is what's coming through. Don't care if you don't like me. Okay, so you're like, okay. If this person ends up, flipping the switch, or they, end up getting upset with you over this situation, maybe they might message you, they might block you, or they might unfriend you, unfollow you. There might be something here, but I mean, you're like, it might hurt, but at the end of the day, you're like, I'm still gonna do me. Like, I'm still going to stay in my positivity, or I'm still going to stay within, you're not going to get out of character here. You're not going to get out of character here. And again, I do feel like this is going to be coming from someone that you had, like, that you are loyal to. I'm seeing her with the dog here, and it's making me think dogs are very loyal. They're loyal creatures here, right? So there's something about loyalty. Someone might feel that you're not being loyal to them, but I just, you are. You're doing what you can. You know that you're giving them the support. You're just not you're not overextending yourself. And that could be what someone in this situation is expecting of you. They could be expecting you to bend over backwards to completely fall in the hole with them. Whatever it is that's happening, they might expect you to be part of the fire, part of the flames. It's yeah. They might be wanting you to put the flames out for them. But I don't think that's, I'm feeling spirit be this is not your problem to solve. You can be there and support. You can be there for your loved ones, but it's not your responsibility to solve this problem. It's not your responsibility to take on to take on and shoulder all of these issues from this loved one. You know what I mean? And they might get upset with you. They might have a few things to say, or they might go silent. They might cut you off. I do feel like Spirit's letting you know, stand in your truth though. At the end of the day, I feel like that is your energy where you're like, okay, well, I don't care then. If you don't accept, if you can't see the situation for what it is, then I don't have time for that. I don't care then. The die is cast. So you guys might be into Dungeons and Dragons. So you guys could be into certain role play. Maybe you are, maybe you play Dungeons and Dragons, or you like to play role playing games, or you go to the Renaissance, the Renaissance fair. Maybe you go to maybe you do cosplay, or you go to different conventions here. You like to dress up. You're into fantasy. Was it this reading or the last reading where I was picking up Bob Newby? Maybe someone here Stranger Things. The die is cast. So something's up in the air right now. The die is rolling. We don't know we're not sure what it is, where it's going to land. We're not sure where this is going to land. That's the energy. The die is cast. Where is it going to land? What is the result going to be? I'm hearing snake eyes. I don't remember what snake eyes means. And I know that it's a completely different die than the Dungeons and Dragon one, but that's what's coming to mind. And I'm hearing Yahtzee. Maybe someone here used to play Yahtzee or something. Guilt-free. Yeah. I mean, it says party in your heart. Yeah, I feel like this is, you're kind of stepping back. It's really giving me, and I don't feel like this is malicious on your part. I feel like you are someone that is, it's like when you're pushing a kid on a bike that no longer has the back wheels, the training wheels, and you're helping them and you're pushing them along, and then you let go for them to steer on their own after so much practice, right? After you've given them instruction, direction, you've practiced with them, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna let go now. I'm gonna let go. And you let go, and it's very unsturdy, and maybe they crash, right? Maybe they fall. This is that period. You might be letting go of someone's handlebars, and they don't have any training wheels anymore, and maybe they're about to crash with something. but this is not for you. Like, this is a learning moment for them. This is not for you to step in and to solve the problem, fix the problem, take others' burdens onto your own. No, like, I feel like you have connected with your inner child in some way and released that guilt. Because you're like, I don't care. It's like guilt-free. You're like, I don't feel guilty over this. Like, this is not my problem. This is not my issue. Like, I'm here for you. I love you. But it's not my problem. And you might get someone that is continuously trying to bring you into their problems, because I'm getting this impatience with you, Gemini moon, where it's like, you're gonna make me flip my switch. It's like, it's really bringing out like, dude, stop testing me. Please stop testing me. Like, it's really giving that energy where it's like, stop it. Stop. You're not gonna like when I'm getting like the Hulk is like, you're not gonna like when I'm angry. So that's what I get for you guys. Let's see. Final advice here for Gemini moon. Party in your heart. I do feel like there's this connection with your inner child here, or maybe you have a child right now and you're like, I literally have to focus on my own family. I got to focus on, my kids. I got to focus on my pets, my whatever it may be. You're like, I can't, I have other things to focus on. And I feel like this could be, you could be in a period of your life where there's a little bit of like celebration. There's this success, even with the Kendrick Lamar, right? He's in a very successful point of his life, right? Not that he hasn't had success. He's been very successful over the years, but there's this wider, it's almost like this recognition now. Like, there's this recognition, the moon at the bottom, Gemini moon. And it's making me think like you've reached some type of success, or you've gotten to a point in your life where you're like, you're very proud. You celebrate where you're at right now, or the progress that you've done. But I don't know. I just feel like there's someone in your energy that is maybe not even intentionally try to bring you down, but like they're expecting you to just like, I keep getting like jump in the hole with them. I don't know why that's coming through, Gemini moon. Two of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. Yeah, you're close with this person. Like, you have a bond with this person. And Queen of Cups at the bottom. Honoring your emotions is one of the highest form of self-care, but you're staying, like, you still are honoring yourself. You're the Queen of Cups energy, okay? You're staying, like, you're empathetic to the situation, but you're staying your ground. The Queen's not going to get up from her throne and go solve every single person's problem. She's going to give direction. She's going to help from where she sits. She's going to do what she can. Stop overthinking and just do it. Yeah, you could be in your head about this, but a lot of the times 8 of Swords can stem from fear. I feel more with you. This is like, maybe you're feeling in your head about, maybe it's not even connected with that specific situation. Maybe this is more connected about your own projects, your work. You're like, maybe that's the thing too. It's like, I can't take on your stuff. I have my own stuff that I'm working on. I have my own work that I have to do. Like, you might be overloaded with certain things in your life and you're like, I just can't take on, I just can't, I have my own problems. I can't take your problems on right now. And it's not like you don't love this person. It's not like you don't have care for this person. But again, it's like, you're like, babe, I need you to do this. I need you to step up. I need you to take hold of the handlebars. You could have helped them. If they fall in the first time, if they fall the second time, you could have helped them get back up. You could have told them again, okay, we're going to try one more time and let go. But you're like, okay, this is the final time. You got to do this on your own. I'm not going to help you anymore. I'm not going to step in anymore. And yeah, this is the result. But I don't think this is going to be detrimental to your guys' relationship. I do feel like there is, you guys have a strong bond here. There's a strong connection. But, this might be a little bit of a rocky time. Maybe they're just like really going through some stuff. This loved one is going through some stuff and they're getting frustrated with you. This could be a sibling. Because I'm getting someone, or a really, really close friend, because I am getting like, I'm getting sharp words thrown towards each other, but I don't feel like you take it. I feel like this is not something that you're taking too much to heart, or it's like you understand that they're pissed off. You understand that they're upset, and it's like you let them know like, hey, you're gonna cross a line with me, watch it. But there's a mutual like love between you guys here. So I don't know. I mean, they might know that you're like, hey, like if you're gonna act this way, we're not gonna be in communication, right? So they might like I feel like they know your character. For some of you guys, there might be someone that's trying to get you out of your character, but honestly, it just feels more like you're like, I'm not feeling guilty about this. I'm not going to step out of, like, it's just not my burden to carry right now. I'm not falling into the hole with you. Like, I love you, but I have my own stuff. Like, that's just overall, I keep repeating myself. That's the overall energy I get with you, Gemini moon. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully this was, I don't know, hopefully this resonated. I do feel like this is not really connected to the rest of this reading. Just stop overthinking and just do it. Maybe you are writing some type of letter or message to this person, but for most of you, I feel like this is more like Eight of Swords. It's like you have other stuff that is on your mind right now. There's other stuff that's going on with you that you don't, this is not for you, right? Like this is not something to take onto your shoulders. So that is what I have for you, Gemini moon. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Please give me a like. Let me know how you enjoyed this reading, or if you didn't like it, let me know. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you're treated as you treat others. Oh my gosh, I like stumbled on that. I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye. Okay, Gemini rising. Let's jump into your reading and see what it is that needs to be said. So before we jump into the cards, I'm going to go over the notes that I got for you guys. I do feel with your guys' energy, Gemini rising, that there is very strong consistency with you guys. I feel like you're very consistent, but there is also, there is a bit of stubbornness. I did write down arrogance as well. I'm not calling you arrogant, but there might be people around you that feel that you're arrogant, or I don't know, that you're very stubborn. I do feel like you're a social butterfly though. I was getting that energy here. Very curious, very playful, very quick-witted. I feel like you're very adaptable to situations. The rising, Gemini rising, the sign rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of your birth. So Gemini, I'm thinking about the twins. There's something here about a bond. I mean, I told the last pile, just Gemini in general, I feel like you guys create very strong bonds with people. Like when you love someone, like you love them, okay? When you are committed to someone, like you are committed, you're very loyal, okay? It's like, I'm getting like pinky swear. Something about the pinky swear. I feel like whether you intended or not, you guys are definitely the center of attention right now. There's a lot of focus on you, Gemini rising. I feel like there are new challenges that are going to be presented to you at this time. But I feel like these are challenges and adventures that you're seeking. I feel like you're someone that needs to, I don't know, you like a good challenge. You might like a good puzzle. You might do Sudoku. You might do crosswords. You might do, you might actually do puzzles. You might, I don't know, there's something here where you like challenges. You like to challenge your brain. You like to challenge your mind. You like to challenge things. Like, there's a bit of, with this playful energy, I feel like there's also like this flirtation with you guys as well, Gemini rising. You guys are very attractive. I think aesthetically, like your looks, there's something very attractive about your features. I'm picking up. I don't know if this is just generally, or maybe I'm channeling someone in your energy that's finding you very attractive, but I do feel like if you have a partner, I feel like they're very ride or die for you. Or if you have like a best friend, like they're very ride or die. Like that's your person. I am getting the song Fantasy from Alina Baraz, or Barris, how, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I apologize. So you say you want to get away. I could be your escape. Take you to a place where there's no space. I could be your private island. Yeah, I feel like you transport people, like people that are in your energy, especially if this is people that are attracted to you, that are like drawn to you, like very magnetic energy with you, Gemini rising. People feel transported in your energy. There's like this healing energy around you. You take people to a different place. And if it's like lovers, if we're talking about like intimacy, if we're talking about like sex, I feel like that could be something that is, listen, I'm gonna gas you up right now. Like, you are very memorable. Okay, like you stick in people's minds. You definitely have appeared in different people's fantasies before. People are very, like, they wish for you, they pray for you, wow, Gemini rising, what's going on? You guys are extremely attractive, magnetic, like people really are drawn to you. They have fantasies about you. They have like dreams about you. They feel like you're their soulmate. Like super random. I don't know why fiber is coming up. Maybe there's like, I'm not a doctor, okay? So don't listen to like a random person on the internet about your dietary needs or your health needs. Like even outside of tarot videos, right? Like don't just take, medical advice off the internet. Like talk with your own doctor about your own, you talk to your doctor. But I don't know why fiber is coming up. Like maybe you started incorporating more fiber into your diet. But let's see, Gemini rising, what's going on with you? 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is that fantasy energy. There's this fleeting energy with you. Like people don't know if are they going to be here tomorrow? Are they going to be here in a year? Like, is Gemini rising going to be here? Am I going to miss my chance? Am I going to miss my opportunity? That's how I feel with your energy. Like someone is like, I feel like you have a pioneer spirit, or there's this sense within you. Like you might travel a lot. You might move from one place to another. That's so funny. I was getting golden retriever with each pile. That's so funny. And Canis Minor is next to the twins in the constellation. That is so hilarious. So Gemini in general, like you guys are just very loyal individuals. You might be a dog person. Maybe you have a golden retriever. You have golden retriever energy. That is just so funny. That came up with all 3 piles. I wrote down golden retriever in my notebook for pile 1 for Gemini sun. And then for Gemini moon, there was a card that had a woman running with her golden retriever. And then now with you guys, Gemini rising, she's literally sitting with her golden retriever. That is so funny. I love when spirit just has these. Anyway, anyway. You might have a lot of confirmations like that, like a lot of validation, like spiritual validation here. Like spirit could show up and give you certain confirmations very often. But I do feel like you guys are in a state of like flow. You're in a state of gratitude. That's what makes you so magnetic right now. You're in the receiving energy. You are calling things to you. Even as you are moving, right? I feel like maybe you have lived in your van, maybe you've done van life before, or that's something that you want to do or experience, or you live in like a smaller space, right? Like you might live alone, you might just live with the pet. Like if you don't have any kids or anything, you could live in like a very small, quaint space, or you have like a very, I'm getting quaint, very quaint, whimsical type of energy or type of home. Excuse me. The Magician. Wow. Gemini rising. You guys are like extremely magical. Not that the other two, not that Gemini sun or Gemini moon aren't, but with you guys, I feel like it is very noticeable and it's felt very much so with the people around you. Okay. Like Y'all, what is going on, Gemini rising? Because I'm starting to get a little like flustered. What is happening? You make people flustered. People might see you as like the whole package. You say what you mean, you do what you say, you live your life peacefully, you take things, you have a gratitude for things. You have like, you give, like your love is free. Like there's something here about your energy is just so magnetic. Oh my gosh. And I feel like you are just so gorgeous. Just like your looks as well. It's like, I feel like someone here, maybe I'm channeling someone specifically, but I feel like I'm just like Gemini rising. You're like the whole package. You're literally the whole package here. Oh my gosh. You could be connected with, like, what is it? Horticulture? No. Herbologist? No. Is that from Harry Potter? Girl, I don't know. I probably sound so stupid right now. I'm so sorry. But there's something here about like, maybe you work with certain flowers, or you work with herbs, or you do something with tinctures. You're like an herbalist. You study flowers, you study herbs. There's something here about, I don't know. You might be a green, if you resonate with like witch energy, you might be like a green witch or like a kitchen witch or something like that. There's a bird on her shoulder too. So you guys might have a familiar, or you might have a spirit guide that shows up in the form of animals with you. You make things happen though. Wow. You are a go-getter. You make things like, even just this like energy of receiving, you might not even have to say or do much for you to manifest. Like I feel like you guys are so, I don't know what this is. If this is like law of attraction, but you guys have the ability to manifest all your dreams, all your desires here. Okay. You make things happen. People see you as literally like so magical. People might see you as the magician, okay? Third eye vision. Whoa, I'm telling you guys are extremely psychic here. It says reclaim your mind, but with third eye vision, it's making me think of like the third eye, like your third eye, your sixth sense. People know that you have some type of spiritual gift. People know that you are blessed here with some type of, like, you're connected with the divine. They feel it. They literally feel it. They see it in your life by what's going on. Like, they see the manifestations taking place, and they're like, they cannot deny that something like a higher power is working with you. Because things just, I feel like there's someone that's saying like, Gemini rising, things just fall into their lap. And if you don't feel like that, like, you need to claim that, because that's the energy I'm getting with you, Gemini rising. You have that ability for things to just come to you. You can attract these things. Okay, just making sure y'all are still in frame. Oh my God. Astral travel. So caution needed. You might be someone that can astral project. Maybe you have lucid dreams here, but there is some type of caution. There is some type of, make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're protecting your energy, your home, your mirrors. Something about your mirrors. Yeah, definitely protect your mirrors, ward your mirrors. But you guys are connected, like direct connection with source. There's like divinity around you. There's like divine energy around you that people can sense, they can feel, they can see. Like they can literally see these blessings happening in your life. They literally see it happen. You could be 36 or 63. You could be connected with the number 3. Maybe that's how your spirit guides, like their messages, how they show up to you. Like if it's this animal spirit as well, maybe that's how they connect with you, is like through the number 3 in some way, or they come in 3s. For Gemini rising, let's see what else. Take care of yourself. Like, you're just in a state of bliss right now. There's a lot of self-love. There's a lot of healing. She's enjoying a cup of coffee. She's enjoying like her bath. She's reading a book. There's some candlelight going on. a lot of self-love, self-care. You might pamper yourself, right? I'm just getting someone that's like looking in their, sitting at a vanity, looking in the mirror, brushing their hair, putting lotion on, you know, putting some perfume, you know, putting your chapstick on. It's like you take care of yourself. You love yourself. You pour into yourself, and it shows. It literally shows. People can see that because people are so drawn to you. They're so attracted to you, Gemini rising. You're very attractive. Not just like, I mean, physically, yes, but also your energy, like your essence here. And people are like, they're guided towards you. Like people are drawn to you. Looking at these two stars, it makes me think, the second star to the right shines with the light so dim. Okay, and it's like, that's in Peter Pan, they needed to follow that light, right? Because that's what gave them that direction. The second star to the right, people are guided towards you, right? It's almost like people are directed towards you. Maybe you are some type of oracle or some type of messenger for others as well. People are actually drawn towards you in that way. Yes. Oh my God. We're talking about this, and it's the letter. It's literally a message, a letter here. But it says, what if you could send your problems away today? So this is making me think, like, if you are having some type of negativity, right? Or if there's some type of, like, you have the ability to cast out what you do not want in your life. So if there's some type of, if you're like ruminating on something, it's gonna manifest, right? So the problems that you have, or the problems that are in your mind, it's like Spirit is letting you know, like, you have the ability to cast that away. Especially like do a cleanse, like a spiritual bath. Because it's like Spirit's letting you know, like, hey, just a reminder, you have the ability to cast these problems away. And with the envelope here, like the message here, you could receive a message from someone that might kind of throw you off a little bit. I don't feel like it's necessarily something that's going to bring you out of your self-love or take you out of this like divine energy. But there could be someone that wants to stir the pot a little bit for you. I don't know what's coming up with that. Maybe it's not even a person. Maybe it's just like an entity of some sort. I don't know. But I don't feel like with you, you're not... Let me tell you, you guys are so fucking connected. You're at that frequency. I'm seeing like a radio tuner, like when you change the channels on a radio. You're on the station that is connected to the highest frequency. Okay, you're connected with source. You have that. You're on that channel. Okay, but someone might be trying to change. It's like if you're in your car and then you have like someone in the passenger seat and they're trying to like switch the stations, and you're like, whoa. No, we're listening to this music. We're on channel 7. We're on channel 7 right now. We're on channel 3. This is my song. That's how I feel with you guys. And this is the card I was laughing at when I was pulling your cards, because this card came out in Aquarius. This card came out in Libra. Like, I'm sorry, with the air signs, you don't fucking play with the air signs. It's like, don't talk crazy to me. It says, turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. It's like, did you think about the words that were in your mouth before they came out? Did you think about those words before they were spoken just then? That's how I feel with you. Like, you put people in their place. Like, if someone says something crazy or stupid to you, like, you're going to let them know. You're going to call them out on it. You're going to be like, why? You're the type of person where if someone makes a really tasteless joke, quote unquote joke, or says something like insulting, you call it out. You're the person that would make that person feel stupid or feel dumb or feel like shame for what they just said, because you're like, what did you just say? Like, repeat that. Or what was funny about that? Like, you call people out. You call people out, and it either pisses them off, it embarrasses them, it hurts them, but they can't deny that you, like, I'm hearing like no lies detected. Okay, so they can't deny it. It's like they put their hands up like, whatever. Oh my God, Gemini rising. Ugh, Gemini, here they go again. But they can't freaking argue with what you're saying, because it's like there was no lies detected. And it's like, you're like, do not talk to me crazy. Like, don't say crazy shit to me. Do not say any crazy shit to me. That is what I get with your guys' energy. Like, people might... Gemini rising, I'm so sorry, because you might have a lot of people that come up to you and say some crazy, stupid shit. And I'm just getting, it's just like, why would you even say that? Like, did you even think about what you said? Or did you even think about that before you said it? No. Don't do this today if you don't want to. So Spirit's letting you know that you don't have to force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. You might be feeling, I don't know, Gemini rising, you could be feeling, like, what's the word? What is the word? I don't want to say forced. I don't feel like you could be, like, forced into anything. I feel more as, like, there might be someone that's just been like, please, 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 please do this for me. Please do that for me. Or please, can you do this? Please, can you do that? And it's like, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to feel guilty for not doing it. You know, like, this could be if you have a friend or a loved one that, you know, wants you to babysit all the time, or you have someone that wants you to, you know, they have, if you do nails, maybe they have the expectation for you to do their nails every week at a discounted price. And you're like, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. Specifically though, Gemini rising, I feel like if you're just like in the mood to not do something today, if you've been feeling guilty that you didn't do something, or you feel like you're slacking on something, Spirit's letting you know that it's okay. You do not, like, don't have any guilt for it, because you, like, take time for yourself. You know, indulge on yourself, pamper yourself, read a book, light a candle for yourself, take a spiritual bath, you know, get some coffee, get some tea, get your favorite snacks, relax, get comfy. You know, if it's something that you just don't feel like doing today, you don't have to do it. I'm hearing that Bruno Mars song in my head. Today I don't feel like doing anything. With you guys, you could be in your 50s. There could be someone here that's in their 50s, or there is someone in your life that's in their 50s. Maybe there's a person that's in their 50s around that has some type of significance with this reading. I don't know. Gemini rising, I feel like you guys are very aligned with your purpose. I feel like you guys are very spiritually advanced here. Like you are very spiritually, you're very gifted. I would say that there's different, especially if you are like astral projecting, or if you are like, if there's like lucid dreams going on, I will say that there is a need for like protection, because you might have people that are trying to look in. You see how the blinds are kind of up a little bit. The blinds are pulled up just a little bit. So someone could be trying to peer in, but there's not much that they can see. But Spirit's letting you know, like, close the rest of the blinds. Like, don't let any outside energy or outside force try to, like, someone does want to see what, I don't know, what's the secret sauce? They need the secret Krabby Patty formula, okay? Like, someone's like, what is the Krabby Patty formula for Gemini rising? That you got some type of secret. You've got the sauce. You've got the sauce that this person or these people, they want, but they don't have. But you're like, honestly, I just feel like you're just devoting so much love and time and effort towards yourself, towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards, like, you're like, just towards you. Like, that's what's, like, you're aligned in your purpose. I feel like, Gemini rising, I don't feel like there's much, excuse me, I feel, listen, y'all are like, maybe you just like need a day to just stay in bed, just relax. So watch some movies, get cozy, get your blanket, you know, just relax. That's what I feel with you, Gemini rising. Any advice, final advice here for Gemini rising to close out their reading, please, from their angels, ancestors, spirit guides? Thank you. Okay, so we got 2. Man, Gemini rising, y'all got, like, there's abundance coming for you guys, because you guys are the only pile that got the extra cards. So I think that's just letting you know that there's an abundance coming towards you if you haven't already experienced. Oh my God, the High Priestess. When I tell you guys that you are so fucking psychic here, you are, okay. People feel your divinity. People feel like people can tell that you are connected with source, that you're connected to a higher power, that there are there are literally, like, people can feel your spirit guides around you. They can feel that, like, that other presence, even if they're not like a believer of whether religious, whatever, or not. Like, I feel like people can feel, or they can see, like, if someone messes with you, karma hits them fast. Okay, karma hits them fast. They get the 10 of Swords with that. Okay, like, karma does not, like, listen, I'm hearing that Taylor Swift Karma song. Karma is my best friend. That's what I'm hearing with you. You guys could be connected with different crystals. Maybe you guys read tarot or do divination for others. Maybe you have your own channel, or you have, maybe you do that for people in your personal life. But so you're either connected with crystals. Maybe you're connected with, like I said, like herbs or plants here. You're very witchy, okay? You're very witchy. You're very spiritual. That might be like your aesthetic as well, or people can just like tell by your, like, your home or your style, or there's just something here that people know that you are like, you're very spiritual. Like, people know not to fucking mess with you. Like, I feel like you might scare some people, to be honest, because people have seen whoever backstabbed you. You see how the swords are in her back? Whoever backstabbed you before have seen the repercussions. It says hurt people, and hurt witches. So people have you've definitely experienced betrayal in the past. You've definitely experienced, like, loved ones in your past hurting you. And I feel like that's why you've kind of, like, stepped into this priority of self. Like, you have devoted time and love and effort into yourself. And I feel like there might be people in the past that are, you know, they're kind of hurt by that, but, you know, you've been hurt as well. You always trust your gut feeling, because Gemini rising, y'all, like, your intuition, it does not miss. Okay, your gut feeling does not miss. I feel like you're definitely that person where people might go to you and be like, how do you feel about this person? Because they know that your judge of character is so spot on. Like, I feel like you're someone that's like, I always trust my gut. My gut has not failed me, especially if it's like about different people's character. You might be like, you might automatically like click in and be like, oh, I don't have a good energy with this person, or this person has really great energy. Like, you're able to, maybe you even see auras. Doesn't have to be for all of you, but definitely Gemini rising. Like, you guys are incredibly psychic here. You guys are incredibly connected with source, and people see that. People notice that. They are able to, and they witness that, right? With the 10 of Swords here, this makes me think that karma comes fast. Karma does not play. Like, karma does not play about you. Like, your spirit guides do not play about you. Your ancestors do not play about you. Okay? Like, they are there. Like, they are like ride or die. Okay? And like I got for all of the, like, sun, moon, and rising, the bonds that you have, you might have a very strong bond with your spirit guides, or the if it's like a loved one you connect with on the other side, whoever it is that you're connecting on the other side here, like within the spirit realm here, like, you have a very strong connection with them. Like, instantaneous connection. You might not even need to like pull cards or do anything like that. It's like instant downloads. But I do feel like you guys pull cards for people. You guys definitely channel for other people. You give messages to other people. You're a messenger. You're absolutely a messenger. You might even make like certain tinctures for people. You might make certain, like, maybe there's something here like apothecary, because you could create like balms or salves or different things for different people here. You could be like a medicinal, like something like a holistic. Maybe you do something like that. I don't know. Like, you help others in that way as well. But that is what I have for you, Gemini rising. I hope this was helpful. Let me